So, good afternoon to everyone. Today we'll see the topic of the Java networking, that how Java programming can be done for the networking purpose. So, networking means that what? That multiple computers, there will be the multiple computers present, and these multiple computers are what? Connected to the network. So, that means if we write a program that execute across the multiple devices, means computer present in the different location. That is, if what is the networking concept, that if you see the networking concept, then multiple computers are present, and these multiple computers are what? These multiple computers are connected with one another, forming a network. So that means if we write a program here in Java networking, it is says that if we write a program, then it will be executed across the multiple devices. It will be executed across the multiple devices because they are connected with a network. So that means one position we will write in one system, and it will be executed. It may be able to execute in other system also because they are connected in a network. So for doing Java networking, we have to use java.net package. We have to use java.net package, like the packages we have seen for event handling, for our AWT package for AWT programming, and then applet package for applet programming we have seen. Same as that, here for Java networking, we have to use java.net package. Now, this java.net package is used in the two different protocols. If you remember, in networking, there are two protocols. One is TCP and another one is UDP. There are the two protocols present. So java.net package is what? Java.net package is used in this two different protocol. That is TCP, transmissions control protocol, and UDP, user datagram protocol. So in this two protocol, what we have to using the java.net package, we will use in these two protocols. That is TCP and another one is UDP. Now TCP is what? TCP is basically reliable. TCP is basically reliable and it is connection oriented protocol. And UDP is what? UDP is unreliable and it is connectionless protocol. So let's start for example of the URL class. Now in this Java networking, there are some classes present. For Java networking, we have some classes present: URL class, URL connection class, like this. Some classes are present. INET address, that like these classes are present in the Java networking. Now we will see what are the uses of this class and how this class perform. Now URL, everyone know that what is URL? That basically what URL means. Now if you in the any search engine, if you open any search engine, that is if you open the Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, that means if any of the search engine you open, and there you have write that www.facebook.com, you have written that the www.facebook.com. Now whenever you will write that, there will be at first it will be shown as https. Https means hypertext transfer protocol. HTTPS means hypertext transfer protocol, and S means secure. HTTPS means hypertext transfer protocol secure. Now, whenever as a user, you will you will type that location, that www.facebook.com. After you press enter, then you will see that it will be written as HTTPS, then semicolon, two slashes, and after that www.facebook.com, and it is loading. So that means what are this time that what it is doing, that whenever as a user you type that facebook.com, you have typed that, then it will go to where? It will go to the server side. In server side, there is listed many websites, there are listed. So what? Your request going to the server, and server matches if there is the facebook.com present, then it will do what? It will open the browser, or we can say the open the website that time. So that is the concept of the URL, uniform resource locator, that www, World Wide Web. So that means what? Whenever as a user you are sending, as a user you are sending request that to server that I want to open the Facebook website. So in the user front, what it will be do? In the user front, we will pass the our website location, that www.facebook.com, let's say. So in the server side, it will be checked. It will be checked first. And after checking that, what? The acknowledgement will be given so that your website that time it's open. So this is what? This is the this is the request. The request that is sending from user to the server side is carried by this protocol, HTTPS. That means Hypertext Transfer Protocol. This protocol is done what? This protocol takes the our total from user, that user request, and it serve that, it will go to the what? In the server side, it will take that request through HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. And S is for secure. If the our line of the channel is secure, then it will be written as HTTPS. But if it is shown as HTTP, that means this is unsecured. So this is the concept of the networking. If you in the 5th semester you have done the networking, so I think this concept is clear to everyone, that this is the way of a request sending to the server side. And server side does what? Server side, after checking all of it, it will do the acknowledgement. It will give the acknowledgement to the user. So that time our Facebook, the first website, Facebook of the website will open, and we will give the what? We will give the our username and password. So whenever username and password will be given, then it will again send a request to the server. Server will matches that this user is stored. This is the first time user, or it has been previously, this has been stored. So then what it will do? It will transfer the what? It will transfer, and our website will be open. So this is the our working of that. So basically what example of the URL class is? URL means uniform resource locator, and points to the resource on what resource the URL point? The point to the www, means World Wide Web. So that means if as an example you see that, if an example I say that www.computerhope.com, that it is a website, let's say we have used that www.computerhope.com. That means URL for Computer Hope website, which is what? This is what? This is totally the URL of computerhope.com. Same as if we write www.facebook.com. This is what? This is the URL for the Facebook website. This is the URL from Facebook website. So this is the concept of the URL. So like this, the URL class is present in our, this is URL class is present. So how we can write the URL class and how we can do the program in the URL class, we will see it through an example. So let's say we will first do a URL class. So URL class will do what? It will extract the information. It will do what? It will extract the information from the particular URL using URL class. So that means what URL class is used in Java? URL class is basically used to extract the information, from a particular URL. So that means, let's say this, we are doing a program. So first, what we have to use? Import java.net.star. That means we have already said that for networking programming, to do networking programming, we have to use java.net package. For doing our networking programming, we have to use java.net package. And star is basically what? Star is basically all the classes that is present in the java.net package will be imported in our user defined class, which our program, we will import that. That means all the classes that are present in the java.net package, we are importing it into our program. Then class URL demo, then we use the class URL demo. This is the name I have chosen as class, that class URL demo. This is the name I have chosen. So next, there will be the public static void main. You see, this is same that the public static void main string args. So that means what? This is the main functions, the normal main functions. Now inside this, you see, I have written URL U1 equal to new URL. Now this is the URL class. This URL class is what? This URL class is present in java.net package. So that means this is the URL class, and this URL class is present in java.net package. Now we want to use it in our program. So for that, what we have to do? We have to create the URL class object in our class, because if we didn't create the instance or object of that class, then we will not use it. So that's why what we have used or do that, we have created the object of the URL class. You see, we have created the object of the URL class, URL U1 equal to new URL. So that means URL class object is created. And in this as a parameter, what we have sent as a parameter, you see, as a parameter, we have sent a URL. As a parameter, we are sent a URL. Now in this URL first, this is the protocol, hypertext transfer protocol dot slash EC. This is the host name. This is the host name of an website. You can say this is the host name of the website. Then dot 80. This is the port number. This is what? This is the port number. And in this HTML file, so that means EC, www.ec.com. Let's say this is the website name, www.ec.com. This is what? In this port number 80, in this port number 80, a HTML file is placed there. The HTML file name is what? Index.html. This is the file. This is the file present in that particular URL. So that means in this particular URL, a file is present, or we can say this file is present in this particular URL. So that means here we have used the name as EC. So that means in the EC, there is a file present that is index.html. So this index.html file is present on the EC. And this is through server side, through which protocol it will go? Through protocol HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol. This will pass to the server. So that means whenever we have said that URL class does what? URL class does to extract the information. To extract the information, we have used the URL class. So that means when we will write system.out.println, now you see through URL class object. So that means which we have passed here as a parameter will store in where? Will store in the URL class object, that is U1. So that means this parameter which we have sent, it will be stored in the U1. So finding the protocol that is used, we will find it through what? We will find it with the URL class object. So you see, we have called URL class object U1 dot get protocol method. Through this get protocol method, what we will know? Through get protocol method, whichever protocol is used in the URL, we will know that. So we are calling it with the U1. That means URL class object which we have created in our main functions inside the main. So we are calling it with that U1 dot get protocol. So that means what? Get protocol means it will show the protocol that is used. So it will show HTTP, because you see, as a parameter which we have sent, HTTP is the protocol. So it will show the HTTP. If we using the system.out.println, we use U1.getHost. That means what? U1 is the URL class object. So through URL class object, we are calling the get host method. This method does what? This method show the host name that is present on the URL. What is the host name that is present in the URL here? The host name is EC. So that means it will show the EC. So next, what we will use? We will use system.out.println, and what we will do? We will use system.out.println u1.getPort. u1.getPort. This is what through URL class object we are calling getPort method. So that means this will show what? The port number that is present on the URL. So in this case, what is the port number? This 80. So the output will be shown as 80. And after that, system.out.println u1.get file. So that means what? What it will show? This get file will show what? This get file will show our URL in this URL, what HTML file is present. This will show that. And now in HTML, this is stored in the URL is index.html. So what it will do? It will show the index.html. So that means like this, we can do the URL program. It is clear? It is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the concept of the URL class. So that means through URL class, what we will do? Through URL class, we will basically extract the what? Extract the information from the URL. So that means from URL, we will able to know the host name, we will able to know the protocol that is used in the URL, or the port number that is present in the URL, and the file that is used in the URL. We will get all the informations about that. We will get all the informations about that. And get protocol method is used for knowing the protocol that is used. Get host method used for finding the host that is present in the URL, that URL use the thing. Or get port is what? The port number that is used in the URL. So we will get that. And with get file method, what we will get? We will get the file that is present in the our URL. So through this, we can do the URL programming. Now, next is the URL connection class. Now you have seen the URL class. Next, we will see URL connection class. Now, URL connection class is basically what? It represents a communication. It represents a communication link between URL and its application. That means it creates a link. A link is communication link will be created. It represents that communication link that is present between the URL and its application. And that means what? Can be used to read or write data to be specified resource referred by the URL. That means there is any file in a particular site. That means if you open a website, in this website, there is a particular file present. Let's say in the website, there is a particular file present. So that means what? From that file, we want to read that file. We want to read that file, which is present on that particular site. So then we will do the URL, use the program of URL connection class. So it is URL class is used for what? URL class is used for our extracting the information, extracting all the information about the URL that is present. But URL connection class will be do what? That let's say in a URL, there is a website mentioned. So that means what? Let's say in that website, a file is present. A file is present. So if we want to read that file, that means in that file, what are the things written in that? We want to read that. So for this, we have to use the URL connections class. So for doing the URL connection class program, how we can do this? So basically it is the same like that what we have done the URL connection, URL class. We have to done the URL class case. Then we have to import what? Because we are doing the networking programming. So that means what? We have to import the connection class. Or sorry, not networking class. We have to import the network package here because we have to either, if we didn't import the networking package, then we'll not able to do the networking programming. So that's why we'll import what? We'll import java.net.star. That means what? This is the package of the networking package. So we'll import that. And another thing, another package we have to use here, that is import java.io.star. IO means input output. Now this package is used for what? This package is used for reading the content of the file. So whatever the content, because we want to, here in this URL connection class, what we want to, anything that is written into the file, we want to read it. So that's why what we have to use, we have to use a package for that. Otherwise what? Otherwise we will not able to do that. So we have to import a package here. This package is what? This package is import java.io.star. This package is used for the reading the content of the file. Okay. So next, what we will do? We will use the user defined class. Here you see, we have used the user defined class read URL. This is the name I have given as read URL. Name of the class I have given. Like I have defined this name. You can use anything, but I have used that class read URL. Then under this is the main method, public static void main string args. Now, in this case, you see, I have used throws exception. Now, whenever this keyword throws exception is used in the object-oriented programming methodology in your 7th semester, that time I have already covered the up till where up till error corrections or exceptions handling. Up till in that classes I have already discussed the exceptions handling concept in your object oriented programming and methodology class. So this is that how the exceptions, if you remember, in this case where the exceptions is what? Throws exception means if any statement that can able to throws exceptions, we use what? We use the try catch block, or otherwise we use the throws exceptions keyword. Here I have not used the try catch block. You may use try catch block, that all this our statement you can place it in the try catch block, but I have done what? I have used only throws exceptions command. So it can be done with try catch or the throws exceptions. Now why these exceptions we use it? Because we know that if these statements are used, then it can throw some exceptions. So that means if some statements can throw exceptions, we have to do what? We have to put that statement into the try block, and there may be a catch block present which will catch the exceptions which is thrown by the try block. But here I have not used that, so that's why I have used what? I have used the throws exceptions keyword. So that means if these exceptions will be thrown, it will be handled. So now after that, what we used, we have first created, same as that, first created the URL class object. You see, we have created the URL class object URL u1 equal to new URL. That means what? Our URL class object is created. Now this URL is present where? In java.net packages, it is present. This URL class is present in java.net package. So that means what? We have created the URL class object. And let's say I have sending this as a parameter. In the parameter, I have sending this URL. Let's say http abc.com, and this abc.com website, there is a file that is stored a1.txt. So that means in the abc.com website, a text file is present. The name of that text file is a1.txt. So a text file is present on the abc.com website. So that means what we have to do in the URL connection class, whatever the things that is written in this a1.txt, that means this file, whatever the statements or the information that is present in this a1.txt file, we have want to read it. So that's why we have to use what? We have to use the URL connection class. So that means what? First, we have created the URL class. We have created the URL class object, and as a parameter, what? As a parameter, we are sending this URL. So now, where this URL will be stored? This URL will be stored in our U1 object of the URL. So that means this will be stored now in the U1. U1 is the object of the URL. So in the object of the URL, this our URL which we have passed will be stored in the URL class object U1. Next, what we will do after that, you see, after that we will use the URL connection U2. This is URL connection class object. So we'll create URL connection class object, URL connection U2. Then equal to, you see, then equal to U1.open connection. U1 is what? U1 is the URL class object. So through URL class object, we call open connection method. Open connection method. So what it will do, by using this method, open connection, through open connection method, what we will do, through open connection method, we will establish a connection between the file, that is what the file is present, a1.txt. So that means we will establish a connection between the file that is present on the URL a1.txt in our example to our Java application. That means we will first create our what? We'll first create the connection or establish the connection between our program and the file, our program and the file that is present on the URL. Through open connection method, we will do that. Okay. So that means through open connection, what we'll do, open connection, then the file that is present on the URL, the file here in our example, it is a1.txt. So the file that is present on the URL will be now connected to our program, means connection is established. Okay. So after that, what we will do, after making, after making the connections, 1 minute. So after making the connections, okay. So the thing we're discussing, that after making the connection with that what? With the file that is present on the URL. So the connection is established now. So after the connection is established, that means we can access. Now through our program, we can access that file that is present on the URL. So what our next thing will be? Our next thing will be the thing that is present on the file. We have want to read the information that is, or the content that is present on the file. So that for this, we have to use another class, that is input stream class. Now, this input stream class is present in where? If you remember, we have imported the package import java.io.star. That means in the java.io package, this input stream class is present. So that's why we have to use it in our program. That means we have to create instance in our program or create the object of it in our program. So we have created that input stream is, you see, input stream is, we have used it, input stream is equal to, now we have created the input stream class object equal to u2. U2 is what? U2 is the URL connections class object. URL connections class object. So through URL connection class object, we are calling get input stream. We are calling get input stream method. Now, what is this get input stream method purpose? Now, whenever we will use this, means we pass the U2 connection. That means URL connections object connection to the input stream is passed. Now is contents the stream of a1.txt file. So what we will do through this, through this we will pass the content on the input stream. On the input stream class, what? All the things will be passed to now in the input stream. So input stream will collect the file now, and the content of the file that is present inside the file will take by the input stream now. Okay. And after that, what we want to read, that what are the contents? So we are creating here that int I, we are creating that int I. This is used for to read the contents to create an object of the integer type. That means if there is any content that is present, we want to read that, create an object of the integer type. And what we will check, we will read the content one by one. What we will do, we'll read the content one by one. So that's why we used I equal to is read not equal to -1. Not is read not equal to -1. That means what? If all the contents are present, if the our total file is completed, means reading the file is complete, then it will return what? -1. But if it is not equal to -1, that means one by one we will take the character and read that. So that's why we have used this while condition, while I equal to is dot read not equal to -1. If not equal to -1, that means there are character present, that the character are present in the file. So one by one the characters will be taken. So one by one the characters will be taken by the input stream, and it will read the character one by one. So after, whenever a position will be reached, that whenever all the characters will be completed by reading the input stream, what we will do, we will complete our program. That means all the characters are read by it. All the characters are read. So that means what? So that means we have end the file position. So in that case, what it will be done is read equal to -1. So in that time, the while condition will be false. So our file reading will be stopped. So our input stream, all the characters are read by the input stream. So through input stream, what we have done, through input stream, we have read our all the characters that is present in the file. Okay. It is clear to everyone? Anyone has any question? Kunal, Ashish,
No, sir.
clear hai? So okay,
Yes, sir.
then okay, then this is up to the first, the two classes. There is another class, but today we'll not able to discuss it because the time is very much less. Only 1 minute is left. So that's why in the next class, I will discuss the another class, that is, this is what, there are many classes, not only this, that these 2 or 3 classes can be used in the Java networking. Many classes can be used, but mainly I will discuss in the class that mainly which classes are basically mainly used, maximum used. We are discussing that. So based on that maximum used, there are three classes: URL class, URL connection class, and another one is INET address class. Another one is INET, internet address class. So this class, about this INET address class, we will discuss in the next class. Okay. So thank you everyone. Then I am ending the session.